Hey besties, it's Rosie. Happy Halloween. Besties, today I'm picking up on a message that a love situation has timed out in your life. I got the Wheel of Fortune reverse and the Knight of Cups reversed. So someone was supposed to come and make an offer to you. And for whatever reason, they didn't quite make the train. But the good news is that the wheel is now in the upright and there is someone new en route to you. So if you are feeling frustrated in love right now, or maybe this isn't even about love, this could just be if you were awaiting an offer from anyone of any sort and you feel like time has run out, or you just feel intuitively that it's probably not coming, know that that might be true, bestie. Trust that niggle. And know that someone new is on their way to you. I'm seeing this King of Wands person. Oh my gosh. Bestie, this person is so freaking determined to come towards you that he doesn't really care what he has to do to get there. I'm getting kind of like this image of someone who has just gone rogue. Like, this person is so determined to come towards you that they are willing to, I'm almost getting this energy of stab other people in the back. Now, I don't necessarily think this is good people, but I think that this is people in their life that seem very entitled, or someone, I don't know. I'm just going to show you the image on this card. So those two people, or these two characters, these two horses, they're clearly kin, okay? They have the same markings, same color, they're from the same clan. So this person might be betraying or going against the wishes or the ideals or the norms of whatever they consider to be their clan, whatever their community is, whatever their family is. I'm getting this Romeo and Juliet vibe from this. Somebody is going against all the rules that have been written for them to come towards you. Bestie. Okay, I'm getting a King of Pentacles too here. So let me see if this is actually this other person or this is something else. So bestie, I'm getting a few different, oh my God. I'm getting a few different messages from this. So for some of you, this person could be coming to right a wrong. I'm seeing that the person who was supposed to come towards you to make this love offer, this was supposed to be something that added stability to your life. This was someone who was supposed to kind of show up in this King of Pentacles energy and help you bear the load. Whatever it is you're carrying right now, they were supposed to take some of it off your shoulders. And I'm seeing that anytime somebody in the past has tried to come towards you and do this, I'm seeing that it hasn't really gone the distance. There's been something, I'm getting the Three of Swords and the Six of Wands. So there was just, even if there was a victory in the situation, there was just something that wasn't fulfilling about it for you. And Spirit is kind of trying to right this injustice for you. I'm seeing that you might have some misgivings about how quickly moving this is. You might feel a little bit rushed or even love bombed, but I don't really think that this person is necessarily coming in to love bomb you, bestie. I think that this is just a quick moving energy because they know what they want. They're very determined. They have their sights set on this thing and they don't really need to waffle about it. You know what I mean? Death, the Knight of Cups, and the Rising Sun. Well, bestie, this is a very apt time for this message to come through because this is Halloween. This is Samhain. And this is the beginning of the Witch's New Year today. This is the Witch's New Year. So an old cycle is ending and a new one is beginning. Spirit, what else do you want to say about this? So bestie, I'm kind of getting this energy. You can't see this, but what I'm looking at right now is a tree that is turning for the fall. And in the middle, the leaves of this tree are still green, but the outside of the branches has begun to change. They are a beautiful red. Some of them are yellow and orange. So this isn't a cycle that has completely come to a close. It is closing. And I'm getting that the completion of this cycle will be marked by Yule, which I think is December 21st. It's usually around December 21st of any given year. So whatever cycle is happening right now will be completed by noon. By noon? Okay, maybe it'll be completed by noon today. I don't know. I meant to say Yule, but maybe it's happening quicker than you think. And maybe that's why it's stressing you out. Maybe the messages you've been getting is that this will happen at Yule, but it's actually happening today. Surprise. Three of Cups, High Priestess. Okay, bestie. You're going to have to use your intuition on this one, okay? So when this comes towards you, whatever shape this takes in your life, because it will be different for everyone, you are going to have to, one, I hope you let yourself enjoy it, okay? Let yourself enjoy this, whatever it is. Even if you think it's like something that's not going to go the distance, please just let yourself enjoy it. Just have like a fun day. Just have like a nice time for once. Just like let yourself experiencing something that isn't just like worry and anguish. Bestie. Okay, I'm picking up on a very specific message for someone. Someone listening to this reading has a wound that I'm not sure if you've already healed this, and this is just like the death rattle sounding, but the wound that is going to be presenting itself when this comes in for you is this belief that things worth having, you have to work really hard for. You have to suffer for them. You have to fight for them. You really have to dig in deep. Like good things that are worth having take a lot of effort. They take a lot of sacrifice. And bestie, that's not true. That is the throes of scarcity mindset. And you're really being called to shed that as this new person comes in. You are deserving of nice things. You are allowed to have them. They're coming towards you. You're magnetizing them because you have cleared your karma. You have done the work. And now your own healing can be mirrored back to you in the form of the people you're attracting to you. So bestie, if you know that you've done this work, you know that you've healed these wounds, why don't you go ahead and give yourself permission to shed the belief that everything has to be difficult, that everything has to be an uphill battle. You no longer have to push that boulder up the hill. You can just walk away. You can walk downhill if you want. Like, you don't have to do that anymore. That is not the way that happiness comes from this new place, okay? You're just deserving of it because you exist. And you always were. You just had some wounds and some programming that, wouldn't let you believe that. Okay, bestie, this energy of you clinging on to that old mindset is really coming through very strong in this reading, okay? Let's see if there's any advice for you on what to do about that. Spirit, what should we do about this mindset that's still just kind of clinging on? Bestie, I think that you need to ask yourself, are you truly happy on your own? I think that you've been on your own for so long that you have done a really great job convincing yourself that it's your preference, but I don't actually think that that's true. I actually think in your heart of hearts, what you want most is collaboration. You want to work with other people. So in order to work with other people, in order to realize that dream, you're going to have to let them in. You're going to have to be vulnerable. You're going to have to understand that other people in your energy is an inherent risk, because they're unpredictable. You're not completely in control of what's happening when other people are around, and that's okay. There might have been a time in your life where that put you in great danger if you weren't in control, because you were surrounded by people with dysregulated nervous systems who could do real damage if you weren't constantly monitoring their behavior and their shifts in energy, okay? That's not what this is. If that's looking like that, you need to really discern, and if you can't discern, you need to ask help. Ask for help. I am available for personal readings. I will help you see whether this thing is your old wounds rearing their ugly head or if there are real red flags that you're overlooking because, sometimes that's just what we do. Spirit, any closing remarks? Bestie, don't be hasty in making this decision, okay? You might have gotten so good at cutting people out that you do it prematurely. Like at the first sign, like at the first hint, the first whiff of a red flag, you're just like, you're out, off with their head. Don't do that here, okay? Just be patient, sit back, observe what's happening inside of you when these things are happening, and make a decision from there, okay? Don't be too hasty about this because you might have regrets about it later, because you might overlook something that was actually pretty darn promising. I love you.